Let's take a look at the chart action for Ethereum. Okay, so here's what we're looking at on the Ethereum chart. I just made a video on Bitcoin and these charts have a lot of similarities. We're basically bouncing kind of sideways, and I was watching resistance, resistance, support, support. I was waiting for a breakout to the upside or to the downside out of this little triangle pattern, and it looks like we're breaking to the downside right now, as opposed to Bitcoin, how Bitcoin was kind of holding support on that bottom support level and we were kind of still waiting for it to break to the downside. On Ethereum, we broke this trend line going to the downside. Right now we're on the daily time frame. We closed this red candle below this trend line, and now it looks like we're getting another candle pushing to the downside. So kind of the same thing I was talking about with Bitcoin. I'm kind of looking at these orange levels for a possible bounce at these previous bottoms. So we have kind of a bottom right here. I think we could probably look at this on the 4-hour time frame. I'm guessing that's where I got these levels from. So we have a bottom right here at around 2,360. We had this bottom right here at 2,514, and then we have this wick that came down to around 2,165. Like I was talking about on Bitcoin, it's possible that we don't have to come all the way down to the previous bottom down here to around 1785 if we can wick down and get a bounce, something like this. But the thing that's kind of different though, as opposed to Bitcoin, is that, like I said, we closed this daily candle down below this trend line right here, and now we're getting another daily candle pushing to the downside. So what I'm thinking is this looks a little more bearish than the Bitcoin price is, or it's giving us a better signal that it's going to be maybe a little more bearish, and we might be looking at this level down here or maybe this previous bottom down here. I'm kind of thinking like on Bitcoin, we have this pattern right here, we broke it going to the downside. Let's go ahead and get a target from this pattern right here. What we'll do is drag from the top to the bottom of the triangle pattern. I like being a little conservative about it, so I'm going to do it right in the middle. We have contact right here, and contact right here. I like targeting in between these contacts, so we'll use that spot right there. We'll drag from the top to the bottom of the triangle, drag this to the breakout, and what I'm kind of looking at is somewhere around 1879. It kind of lines up with this previous bottom, but not super perfect. I'm still kind of looking at this bottom around 1788 or 1785, somewhere around there. I'm also watching these orange lines. I also have smaller orders on these orange lines. So like I said, I'm kind of curious if maybe we could get a bounce on any of these orange lines, because these orange lines are these bottoms down here. Maybe we could get a bottom, maybe we could get bounces on one of these bottoms, but if not, then I'll be looking at around 1785, which is this previous bottom over here. In general, I think breaking this trend line going to the downside is a bearish signal. The other thing we could kind of do is let's go ahead and delete everything we have and jump into the 4-hour time frame. We have resistance right here, and resistance right here. Let's go ahead and set up a downtrend, something like this. So until we break this downtrend going to the upside, I'm thinking that we can look for these orange lines as possible targets and possible bounces, since we've gotten bounces on them in the past. Right here we wicked down, came up, wicked down, came up. Let's see if we could do that again. If not, then I'll be kind of looking at this bottom down here at around 1785. I've talked about the Bitcoin video that I made, and it's very similar to this chart. If you guys didn't watch that, check this video out right here and you can see what I'm talking about. All right, if you guys liked the video, hit that thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.